This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of Tuesday, February 20th, 2024. I'm Kate Sharon. TechPoint on Tuesday released the list of nominees for the 2024 Mira Awards, honoring the best in tech in Indiana. The Indianapolis-based organization says the record number of entries for two of the key awards underscores the, quote, vibrancy of Indiana's tech sector. TechPoint President and CEO Ting Guti.
As you know, we've been doing this for 25 years now. Every year, we're always looking for to celebrate new success stories, new categories around talent, innovation, and entrepreneurship. The second big takeaway, probably the biggest change we made for this year, again, to continue to recognize tech as that transformative role, really in growing all our key industry sectors in our state.
While the majority of nominees were based in central Indiana, this year's list includes representatives from Bloomington, West Lafayette, South Bend, Columbus, Evansville, New Albany, and Nashville, among others. The winners will be announced during the TechPoint Mira Awards Gala on April 26th at the event's new location at the Old National Center in downtown Indianapolis. Check out the nominees at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. The Indiana Department of Insurance has issued a 90-day suspension for the license of a Southern Indiana broker who said it improperly received confidential information belonging to Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield from his brother who worked for the company. Alan Sword, who sold Medicare Advantage plans on behalf of Anthem, was suspended in an emergency order issued January 30th by Amy Beard, Commissioner of the Indiana Department of Insurance. According to Beard's findings of fact, Sword improperly received confidential, proprietary, and trade secret data without authorization between August 9th, 2022 and October 25th, 2023, and failed to follow Anthem's policies and procedures. He was accused of receiving company information from his brother Jason, quote, who at the time was an Anthem employee. Jason did not have the authorization to use or download the information to outside parties, the order said. Purdue University is partnering with a French software maker to use 3D modeling technology to accelerate semiconductor training and research. Multinational company Dassault Systems uses virtual twin technology to boost product quality, improve collaboration, and reduce waste and energy use, its website says. The use of 3D modeling can help explore how semiconductors perform under a range of scenarios. The agreement with Purdue will also help build a network of academia and industry partners to create new opportunities for skills development and technological expertise, the news release said. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Indiana, your bold future starts here. IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation invite you to the Engage Indiana series, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. With an unrelenting focus on growing Indiana's economy, our Engage Indiana events take place in every region of the state. Discover when we'll be in your area at ibj.com/engage.
A yoga studio focused on women's health is now open for business on Evansville's west side. Kaylin Mack runs Awakened Goddess Yoga and began offering pregnancy, postpartum, and pelvic health classes at her studio in January.
Whenever you get pregnant, your body is changing rapidly. You're growing a human. There's a lot of stuff happening. And while you can still do a lot of traditional yoga while you're pregnant, there are definitely modifications as you progress during pregnancy to ensure that you're safely doing things. You're not overstretching, you're not compressing your abdomen. But there's also, just toning specific muscle groups to help prepare you for birth, for labor, to recover faster postpartum.
Max said yoga can help women strengthen and stabilize their pelvic floors, increase blood flow to vital abdominal organs, and prevent or reverse pelvic organ prolapse. It can also help improve sexual health and avoid or reverse lower back pain. Mac is also kicking around ideas for additional services at the studio, including virtual classes, daycare options, fertility yoga, and educational sessions. Hoosier children are doing a bit better than they were last year, according to a national ranking of child well-being from the Annie E. Casey Foundation, rising from 28th overall to 24th in the country in the latest release. The Indiana Youth Institute broke down the individual ranking categories in a presentation of its Kids Count data book in the House chamber on Monday, and included county-level data for the first time this year. In terms of education, Hoosier Kids ranked 13th, its highest achievement in an individual category, followed by 16th for economic well-being. Its low-scoring categories included 29th for health and 31st for family and community, putting Indiana behind its peers. The Indiana State Department of Agriculture has appointed Jennifer Thum, director of its Soil Conservation Division. Thum has been with the department for more than a decade and most recently served as Deputy Soil Conservation Director. The ISDA credits Thum with helping secure more than $50 million in funding for soil conservation projects throughout the state. She also oversaw the Western Lake Erie Basin Regional Conservation Partnership Program and Kankakee Regional Conservation Partnership Program during her tenure. Organizers of two projects are seeking matching funds from the Indiana Housing and Community Development Authority to build an outdoor classroom in Huntington County and pickleball courts in Jackson County. Flint Springs elementary students could have a new educational outdoor classroom if the Huntington County Community Foundation Incorporated's $30,000 crowdfunding campaign is successful. The Community Foundation of Jackson County is crowdfunding $15,000 to install 4 outdoor pickleball courts at Brownstown Town Park. Jim Bullard, the inaugural dean of the Mitchell E. Daniels Jr. School of Business, is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, entertainment, and beyond, available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Kate Sharon for Inside Indiana Business, Radio on Demand.